right, so yasabe da munyina mase ye try nkomo no so diamond chire da se wouldn't come fire pom de won sem de se ye na bibia timi eko kama edema quickly CD capsules and CD ointment adara ma bibia da me catch you say the Center for Scientific Research into Plant Medicine ajatum ehu djuma and ye di eboa boost your immune system no CD capsules and ointment no generally oni pedua no ne wapo so the abama eye wo ya think as emocho oko CD capsules and CD ointment shop bi ma wonya bi ato no oko Okanshi Drug Lane Equus Pharmacy Gapton Pharmacy Kufrudia Danny Herbal Kumasi Ashtown and afi pharmacy shops ahodo yina no wonya bi ato CD capsules and CD ointment Lashibi Shalom Sport ben 19 Junction ehona be 020 9682 and 050 767 na one edisa enkita hono Kennedy Digital so se mo amoye adwuma makatua fa ban ensema sana be dun mokwa de akwanya sonko na hihye sonko ho eduma mavize se open fridge ana se open air machine a wo de pama de popcorn machines ne TVs ne de ka kan nyina electrical gadgets and appliances na Kennedy Digital Satellite say akwanya kese ana abeto ho edama enkrahanum saying Wager Old Barrier, one bend traffic light 0243 074 750 and the Binyom. Sansuna Kumase so Family Plaza building first floor ben Boss FM and Patase Adom House ben Police Depot. Hona be Kennedy Digital Satellite only di Jumasron ko on Greenfield akaye prekopese obi nya wan efia de enti yare bia okon enko adana krankron no fakodan ho okwansron ko so se onompenimu na ahojo koko di unya afenwodua nso pese how one wo ultra modern laboratory be ho ya bia ahinta no wotu ho na mo de ama what's the bright garlic plus capsules abedwaso na bright soldier capsules abedwaso Greenfield Nungwa Adogon last stop Estate Junction and after 0243 983 906 and 0261 651 898 now BBB and Timinko Kama Enfa. I'll tell you much about home Tamin ginseng and also Juma AD Bois a year, Nipedian. But I can say, lawyer Andrew Japan Mesa, who could not second year this year on no Jinamuma or Atenase Sansuna, better than PSC, so Atenase, National Communications Team member for the NDC. Sad news in a serial caller, Yonko Bako, a year. Neighbors and a pair on also Nere Edda, on also. I'm sorry. Into neighbors, baby, I will be no. Kuse times are tough. Now, who can roughly at 8:36 or so? What's a frame, Sano? It's a known serial caller, neighbors, both sides, Nina and NDC and MPP, or it come across very good guy. Nan who can at top form. Inti yako, that's what we can say for now. Actually, commonly, EBD neighbors. Quickly, on the brighter side of life, we are a camera woman back Tina, and then she now that yare the whole week now. When you are man sorry and then you buy another bam solo. No see me cows and name out that and it's Tina. Inti happy birthday sonko. It's chocolate month. Inti yanya shikano. Yebe chocolate ba ku mini men sebina edema Andrew Japan Mesa Akwaba sanso na NPC Akwaba ye gina kwanta 9 e wo Supreme Court ye beba san komo no so but o hwe de koso appointments committee na bibia ye okay
like I said, so far so good.
O you okay with munkofo no nsema o mubusa ne aban mu nipa so anu ye o mu de ma
Papa
bibia na me kwa so
the way are questions in the corner answers go on my na e do bibia na e kakra yo but like I said adwuma pa ye expect fee NDC MPs no ho no gusu awa ye ne man papa me bo ngaba so so say obisan ne ma ebetimi aboa ma yetimi a sanctify public office
okay
because and then no never be brave wa dwin bi say otu aba ma obi ana o man appointment akotena ho a eso koyo no no apekeke
okay
public office holder bia no adibo ho a nipa bi hwehwe afi ho so you be odi no kware so obi a we see e afi wa ho fama so person between some man no e see it me put you say na me into question me hu say nipa na betuma ya na o ntime nye mpan dodo na no bon say ye bi ba could do full house na na bia wonga sell it through but I feel the Mrs. say dodo na ye wonga hold office na da enti wonga juma wonga ye so what I say first 4 years no dodo na mu na ye question won bisa say na o si ye wonga juma fai obi kasa no sabi wo baby sa na it say wo ye nhweso ma foforo school food and there wo hwo obo ha kasa bi a wo kekan ni say na o si conduct won ho fai no and then no wo hwe won demeanor wo hwe won say na o si kan won seminar agwadzania oh ya ankani ye yon apologies bi na ade eba
ebinim ti say
obi ti say napo ora matoponku problem na waka fa former president ho ne say na otwe san ne ade no no ma nsimbisa bebre ba wo ne ye ho sebe asem konti tama na wo ye no den na wo wadwen me nye di me ni say obi a pensa me nka so no bi do na obi a no mpe this abren den na influence because now ye no aye abakwasemo esenke aye abakwasema ebetime de tumofrafo akopapem na ye de tumofrafo enye ye na papa na ne bako school no bizan so na adwuma ben na papa ye ozo papa odidi atem wo radio so
me papa odidi atem wo radio so
wahu testimony de kwa na papa enti niam bi wo ho a wo de adwuma ma wo say ye mo man na ese hu say o man no wo ye o man no mom somofo na me kan what ase yeah wo ye o render service ama o man no enye wo adwuma nye wankasa wo de even wankasa kra wo adwuma wa fa kra no so obetimi aya nka wankofa nkrofa so me boa onye ana me boa sebe mo adwuma ewura ne a wo ti ha wo ye so obetimi aya nka o ma omba nko na aba betena ho aye nti adwuma bia wo ye no ese hu say titiru pa ne say me ye de asom o man no timi atumpo nti me ka say ne ekọ no eye ebi ye recalcitrant kakra o niema bi ase maame Ursula say enra nanka onya glorious opportunity ase nka render apology to ono ane colleagues a ono won parliament o hwe kasa bi a o use ma won anya fe and so well ebi asana ono nso
enchirimu odi mba want ase ana
enchirimu na man wo ankasa kura no say antowas
want ase
antowas
because wo want ase ana
se me na man te ase a ebi ono no na want no ho ase because Ghana ni bie no ote ano yi no de ba na na eto asom enye nte ase o nte ase de obi enu ho bega se na okan men nte ase because okan brofo a de betwi mu a obi dodo na betimi ate ase enye nte ase ne mom ento asom
wachirim but ento asom
sa nchirem beg no de bai se me kan se sebe na ma aya wa wie me ya wo wie a to ade ase me so ebia senti na me kan na bi enye fe ezia ye fu say ye de lead bi be ma ye ho wo ne be ho
how much sir the assessment and say both sides you know be a teacher in call for no on ebusa and say me say fata and this time around why you juma pen into no we can hold you majority of them by what you did the last 4 years and Tom Kwenim so say anu ye ni bi o wa yeah and I say can be on so was citing napo kwaba be gina ma Ursula so that's only observation
amane mo action na munya PC na ya wana wenya mbra wo hwe na ne pen na kankan mo konsuzo za wo sekuni of course largely many adjun in terms of assessment of vetting na mum no NAT na some ni bibia na it's as if the suggestion is that vetting should be used to settle personal scores. Akaka former president Mahama no asam nti aba vetting no ekon bi ado
Who say personal?
Now, what is it?
No,
message say ni baby.
No, also Chelsea who occupy public office, public space.
You see, yen political discourse at all times saying we should as much as possible use decent language in yen discourse. Honorable Puku Prempe Napu time in the Vietnam War, the whole period. Of course, I apologize for some harsh comments I will make in the past. That on hindsight, maybe it was harsh. Genuine. In one breath, to also look. Yes, more sources are based on which I made the comments, particularly on Independence Square activity. Muntu mi obikrono mfama. Nti makasam. What does it tell you?
They are still holding on to it.
But because there is basis. But say if you're posturing no, let's say, if you know some working clear sense is that a can be Adom or there any opportunity of vetina, you exact a certain response be from you. Of course, the entire activity now is to test your ability. They to marry a Juma or Mamping way you there. The man also can I want to have it one in a do we hold position no that another we move one from one ministry to another. One performance. Oh yeah, clear. Ubia wehu. Then the individual ministers, one collective ejuma waye, one various ministries. Na Ghana for what they should do, what to Obama, His Excellency and Adom do. Bim don so ne ejuma do. Then the ejuma now why over the past 4 years no also inwa. And the really wonder to what extent Obotum question the competencies of some of the people who appear before the vetting committee. Of course, issues more that in previous times, second term, some transactions and now issues be government vetting. Sure, it's one of the topics I back on. The deliberate attempt to run government down. Deliberate on a Japan royalties transaction.
Deliberate.
Now, further explanation and clarification. Further explanation and clarification. No. What was it intended to achieve?
Just to get clarity.
Documents need now by Parliament. I was there in the Finance Committee. In the run-up to the election, from a Japan message, some suggestion was made to the effect that I'm part of the transaction. Okay. Was it factual?
Wrong.
So what was the purpose? Vehicle was approved by Parliament. Parliament now approved the Minerals Income Investment Fund. Obotu was set up company in any jurisdiction. Indeed, when that company was incorporated, it is 100% owned by Ghana. For
a specific family.
For a specific family. Is it factual? I don't know. Was it true? They said all sorts of things. Cohesive, pure. Just for political end. Look at the explanations that were given. Now, Eddie Matinami do so ne comments, okay, yeah. Which clearly is not in accord with law. Because as the Deputy Minister of State only capacity to contract her, then who has? Am I? If you say that transaction no one call Parliament for approval. When in fact the Supreme Court one more ruling on the categories of transactions abandoned on international organizations and our companies were your Parliament. Balkan Energy case. If you say one call PPA for approval and that data bank, which was a partner based on the rules finance ministry was set, which was not discriminated, that any company be open or participate in the bid in accordance with your local content rules on partner with Ghanaian. PPA Act amendment na confusion OC between my good friend and brother Haruna Idrusu, the minority leader on the Godfrey Dami. So it tells you clearly the kinds of things are only purely for the political purpose. Now, if they make accusations against people, no one react. And in the reaction, no, because they get passionate. Now, one certain response. Then you come to vetting and you want to hold them necessarily that, hey, and they answer your account. And see, look, I'm very excited about particularly Honorable Muntaka. And it's a commentary or social media that clearly the nature of the questioning is probing, sufficient. And for me, Honorable brings out the best out of Nkrofo. And so to that extent, I commend him and several other members of parliament on both sides. And clearly say Eshe past vetting. Some of these probing questions have come up in the past. But obviously, we are growing. And see, if they need a clear sense of what happened in the past and yet content analysis of the past and now. Cursory observation there's been some improvement in the quality of questioning as people stay in parliament longer, gain experience and all that.
All right, so you're
very okay. Personalization, of course, I am. And I think that all the ministers who appeared before the committee have been honest, candid. Of course, the Kibisa foreign minister, for instance, a question relating to airport transaction on your part of the ministry. She will tell you that on your way.
Okay, so
so to that extent,
any additional answer if we say okay with it?
Oh,
COVID quickly enough. You call your court for this one. COVID. So far, we could free bar, we could be free bar, we could free bar. Omonti as you saying. The end yes, you demonstrate. Abaya na montu awotu. Yes, so mind move for no. And no other because we say you need frontliners baby. You na yabedane frontliners. And what could hear say in a cocasa jumakuno, 80 media juma if you say, Obiama near Saobi at the end of Abano. Tell me, bomb home by now I'm more home by at the Asamoba. And Tima suggest a cross edge, say, O Potamauti, who Pino said next 3 houses no smart cry a challenge for them now or SSR. You need to show that kind of love. Yeah. 2, this sanitizer and this animal. And Yenyaku could do to tell people when they are even friends and colleagues. What who says she say we number. All about how Becca not on she nose mask or say normal. And you're normal because potential carriers say United. So the only thing is that just observe the protocols. Until who want to share the echo saying.
That's it comes a mentia, I refer to one fine chairman, Ethiopia or Sabri. Now, I'm so why you money fan. COVID, they said, who the Rubonana, I gussy, can't be faster. You bet me, Esiwano. And this we are in Sahoro, Brano. I feel you better say, Nipeku, Muko, a year, the beer, mamma, Nipato Doaka, about personal, but you won't him, a deal. Sabri Biano be used to nose massy. May observation, a war. A crap, remember, say, a man for observe protocols and papa. So, hardly say obi hu say obi take care mu a ebi a on share nose mask ebi a obi hu na no nkwa no nam and ebi a we na on share but to cry and na share ne baby nti ekoso ye aban so also I then aban re
otu na mo bia
then also I then
aban ye hwe
also I then aban ye then
dia na hwehwe free aban wa oju onye
hu hwe aban ye nya metia ne so se won akra vaccines bi won ama in date be ahoro anan ebi so ebeba February ebi so April ebi so June
die nim ni March
nia wonimi ya
wana covid ni die mampanya ka
nyina enra say o hwe stick newspapers no fancy bia graphic in the Times what they amane bo bi buy say fe na aban I estimate sika or the be kwakoto vaccines de aba e be cover nipa be 20 million or ma segmentations kwa be fa so a wo be first phase, second phase, third phase, frontline workers, security like police, no military, no ade, and school for and wonga fear crenim, wonga war underlying ailments be a sebe. To sure be near there, I had to say, one year counga, no quieting. Into some money abono na yate. Nampacho say estimate me maybe an abroad from man tia see a fair na bang I estimate just on koto ade ne the fair no estimate number on you on place order cry that's my understanding anyway I may be wrong
and I said I'm paying kasa hotie
me can no I'm paying kasa
say the quarter be 2 is back
o can be na hin
I said the quarter March
o can be na hin ni
na o twe be mienu ni
na ye nra nko amane ebo
na bia me kire ne say o estimation
just nra nko amane
tu bi amai
nra nko amane ebo ewo graphic in the Times mpate so kan e nne den na o dia maginya o
dia me kire won say mampanya kasa
dia ba kire ne ka ho asema
na dia ba kire
no mampanya kasa ba na otwa bi ngini e bi ane ma asesa nti obobo amane foforo because ne ba sa
ne foforo say anamo ya tu se match no ne ba is estimated say Ghana be boss amane nipa hodo a ono so wo mu nie we e be cover nipa say ni on ti asesa it won't say man be into anamo bia fe no estimation na okokuto
sa e fe no so estimate sika be cost ni o mine dollar figure o mine see the
okay
o kire nipa e ba wo de be ma wo nti yang paebo so ati ase ene so eduru na bo nti won fa mu na eduru no kra no sebe asem ko akwate se no na wiasa mansan nyina mprempren yi ye ni da so a ye hwe kwan but eduru na chi no yen ankasa yen ahobambo sa se me yo mampan kan a cho kan last year se braso se ye dia ankasa yen hyebre e be hye ankasa yen sem na no papa ofie no ka jesu go fifi sabri ko e di seminar do ankasa hwe na pekwan obefa so ato aduan dia na se ne bre ya ba
enye simple sir
how
government is there to provide, protect and seek to our welfare
and okodai
and
ko wie den
okoda bere ben
odai ache aban no dai ache
on covid
nti na dia be wie wie we dance ni
e dia na man die
Jason no be kire Jason no ba be kire abatu nti ye pa ye be bitina obi adi mu fo amane ebo a obo ye nde kaka ye o se nipa tse brother jo wan kiso be hwe amane ebo na fa etu yirai tu ye hu bom yi mfa yi nsi ha yi wi na sebi asem ko he won a wo occupy public office a wonye bi a won na cs wo ko rest one am jeno wo hwe sa na ma bo se da bi aba na nkasa ka asem foforo kire na so ne ne ye nso ye sonko
okay
nti na ekeni the vaccines ne bebo emmo ya nkasa yen ahobambo ne de ma hene eno na ehye yen ayensem so ma pen ka kire yen yen fa yen destiny ehye yen ayensem
officer
money
I am just saying and one because seventh parliament ranking member health community intercand in fact Danuka so Dr. Badwam Mpensenpensenmu obi amechia and also for the ranking member they would rather prefer to spread fear than to spread calm because fear bema you need to buy a whole more than to give an impression that it is well,
as well.
When it is not so.
Yeah.
I'm also not surprised that we push a certain responsibility and blame game on government of the day. Now we're out because baby I did not say. Yeah, papa no be catch you say. If you be share ko enyim ne yenu ani die mu nsem no hwe na me hwe na me ntutu me ho ne o me ye na ze ni braba. That's the understanding. Number 2, no so as no. I say estimation does not mean what to an amount and say go far back. What did the timelines crab say by March.
COVID no ye hu.
Very. That's very true.
In fact, say in the B na nyame yo adom na anhwere wo kwa nature asem no mpo
enye easy
oyehu enche ni dam nya covid nyame na adom.
Oh really?
Badwam Mpensenpensenmu.
Yeah.
Na mom amalama system no mu no minyima mi feel mama you feel that way.
Wow.
We can't joke with it. Check in the nature your statement. Waba, finance minister. When you're COVID, why recover?
December too.
December. But
complications afterwards.
Post-COVID complications. He's seeking medical care that is not available. Ghana now for 2 weeks now. Why then? Waba tells you. Mama made missing 1 year at disco. Tomorrow. Post-COVID complications. Pa. Daniel Nyakokro more Esther Young. COVID. Onyagre. But Saturday more constituency. Think na marching be 4:30. It's moko do mankesi mo baby no na kan aba. Ejina or filling station yet to petrol. Na we na it's as if
there's no COVID.
Oh, brother. All the way through to Kobansi na Banzi Sopon Ho na din na de Kakaba. It's unbelievable. It's masre. I wanna win your bro here ni na no. Aban modo ye bia obeye. The more mask you want.
Ugusu ye and I feel no obeye.
Oh, ogudori ye. Che nyande na COVID obopu Ghana. COVID has been with us since March. Of 2020. Globally. Ghana nko. And aban ninshishia wa ye and namore way too we gain global acclaim. International praise. But aya wama ewa Monsre ahwefo mask yo ya tete o manokwa but potentially yen no botum we save so me na yen hye ekropo ne wa onye hwe enibre dufie na edoto wonsa do edesemina edo huhum na hanta onto ma na pa na wa o na da chichire na ekọ sanitizing ni bia nsu na semne ya oboboa because abane mask yenwa hand washing na sanitizing abana obaka but the bia lintum from mask mbe shawano one or there shawadi so that's where the personal responsibility
it comes in.
President okan wasam no bem women gen needless politicking no.
Okay, so
Merba. What mean Jay? These but you see what observation? Look, but exactly that's exactly what he said here and did. That was about why
the government responsibility is lacking.
Oh, chief, how is it lacking? Do you know how many countries are in this world? Do you know? Europe are crying for vaccine. That UK, no America, and Canada, why can't them vaccine now? Are you aware? And in COVAX program, the WHO, no Gavi, will lead just to procure vaccine for vulnerable countries. Are you aware? But listen to him. Listen.
The government is not
out of the in excess of 190. Sometimes they were yakasa dema. Ye this kutubi ewan. Ye de guada ban. Often ye juma not the honor often ye nenda. Look, we don't even have a budget for it. That's true because it wasn't in our 2021 first quarter budget that we did. So government has to look for the money. And I'm paying work. Then look, vaccine economy ado. Multiple sources, including the COVAX program, na banankasa, the resources over Ghana Biano will make sure that Ghana so are not left out. Our work immediately aban in Shishewaya to procure 20 million doses. One man timetable and how it is going to be rolled out in terms of priorities. Government hasn't done anything.
Okay, so you have to trust that conversation, but the good thing is that one kasabo is the key. Okay, partly solving that challenge of COVID-19. One kasabo it's happy birthday, Janet Frimpong, Ministry of Works and Housing, Policy Planning, Budgeting, Monitoring and Evaluation Directorate. And our Ephraim Pofo happy birthday, Janet Frimpong, Ministry of Works and Housing. And I would do our song. You say joy and Pofo to say a special birthday to you. Lawyer, let's have that advantage. Watch your number, baby, my brain tea. And at the end, you're quite court. Because you Adom TV, Adom FM, Ebebo, Nafi, Joy FM, so as a party. Then
well, Supreme Court, and they would say application from Open Chachikata.
Also, open
also, one man who can know in the case, BM. Case na also why close no. Na open offer Madam Jean Mensa, no be ma evidence or the man.
Or the man petitioner.
No. Oh yeah, one way one. There, remember. And that they take out for me. So in times past, particularly time court no ruling, it cannot compel Madam Jean Mensa and on your respondents no to open their defense. Comments let's see. No, the court is being unfair. The electoral commissioner is a public servant. She has a duty to go into the witness box to give evidence, to do this. She alone has the questions, answers to questions. None of the case in court. Oh no, Madam Jean Mensa not the case in court. Now, based on the law, the Supreme Court ruled. Comments let's see. If you set aside the rules, this is a public interest litigation case. Hey! Today, they've gone back using the same law. Our bastardizing no. For some direction from the court. When it suits them, then it's okay. So on suit one na start. Am I here? Mercy, elections petition on your commission of inquiry. Mama can on your commission of inquiry. Or your litigation. Mr. Mahama, the former president. Ossi, electoral commissioner, where we are banum. Initial was on no winning.
Just wrap up now.
Next, he was already win. Inti on your electoral commissioner court
we siwun say enyo bi kokota awu na de wasam akọ tawu na ka wasam na ka wasam na samohwe na asam ye po so meti wa kan mpeme ya no a menya amante na mesu me yi ma no na asam e ka no mo hwe na asam na nka asam bia menya no a menkenya amanda mo wasama
unya sebia
oh what say you want to be that na me man kasa wona asam no ondim
omo you dance for
what me yi ma dance for na me na mo so mo dokokota
we are satisfied so far
am I here am I here they should stop lying to their supporters.
Okay, yeah,
am I here say out here so bibisa say electoral commission now na buy a two no figure ben na or the bab until we gina so declare election na obeka say
Adom so bugu so ka wait
e wo figures ma akoma akron kra nti na
more figures in kono
ba anya ekura met mabo be 7 na church ya
I see
eno ye ne dikan ye to share bin o mahene ye the electoral commission si ho a dwumadi a ehye ne nsa pa ne say obeba modern say omanfo nyina begina di ana me boa
correct
itini bibi o ye no be ye no kware mu ama so de ba bontin say oyi ne wa win election a ekinya amma ho ni ayetum prempren yi ne say brana be clear sa de no wa so integrity na say akofo because yan fa ne say mpo Ghana fo bi no
na utie lo ye kotwe manso
ye kotie
manso na ye kotwe wodi makose menwuma to si woni metwe manso uwe ami oni metwe manso so me say me bi adanse
nti yan fa ne say eye electoral commission de say amanfo bi susu say won adwuma wo ye 2020 en so ene ana eya de papa
amai na mese catch on your
position of papa na say wote he yes Ghana electoral commission we are them 2020 mo obi yan fa ne saa
odi wanu kan saa so enye yi o
saa na ete se saa no bi aka me ne na bre woti fie ka bi ene nti na ehia se ma me no nso mra no meka so da bi ni amokan no kware ni na mom no kware ni
na ka no kware je amokan mbu omo we
asem na ya ka wansa nya ne mu ka asem o ya ka Ghana o man Ghana ye nga battle ho asem
se dia abo
ni se do abedi na no ya yi na ma me Charlotte se ko tena fie na no ya na Dr. Koja Frejan ekotena fie akono na Ghana Electoral Commission na ni din hotel about for perception and wo ho ne say oh Electoral Commission de ehun ye papa ehun tel kronjen no obekam yentum ma meje mensa betena so yeso abaya to na no kana ofa so declare no one minute ya mra kra because ehun tel intin ka ya ma opportunity say there be permit figures me kra eyi you can see any sign never ni
figures be na mo de
ne nansa ye hu Dr. Ferijan wo court and some of kokwa kire na duplication of serial numbers and friend pink sheet code numbers and so papa na ntena fie anka say nya no declare election na mo betra kire mu so o hwe pink sheet na so a e bia say no ogina so kasa o dictate Ghana for ama na mi fie mi achi e fe obi ati ase o ka pink sheet dem adeko so ati ase o ka column C a yin ma de asema e wo ho nti nke ye he say ma
na de court
nanti amma meka ye amma meka ye ayo wani je Ghana fo nti say sa na pese electoral commission ye hu na
ye de be ko so ne wo
electoral commission say aye strong institution na
no
oh yeah ka say bi sa man ka say sa na tenen nti o say can be say aye na nti yem hwese ebetimi a sanctify science institution because we need it we need that institution going forward. We need it going forward.
The sanctification.
We should throw the law away.
No, hold on.
No, that's exactly what they are saying.
No.
That's a brand new tunche.
No.
And I'm bringing there.
I'm running. But the person won't show my injustice. Technicalities.
Neighbor so yako say we are free.
And it's why you
we don't want to come now something. I mean, Adom na search na Asia. The entire team, we are grateful. So Ajibra also Shevi. Yeko.